Calvin put on his new backpack. "I'm ready." His dad glanced back at him. "No, Calvin, your backpack goes on your back, not on your stomach." Calvin tossed his backpack into the car, then hopped in the back seat. He put the seatbelt over his backpack and buckled it in. "Seatbelts are for kids, not backpacks," Dad laughed. Calvin giggled as he buckled his seatbelt. Dad drove through the car drive and stopped in front of Calvin's school. "I love you," Dad remarked. "Have a great day." "Love you more," Calvin sang. The principal opened the back door and greeted Calvin and his dad with a smile. "Good morning. Welcome back to school." As Calvin entered his new classroom, he recognized a few of his friends. His kindergarten teacher noticed him in the doorway and introduced himself. "Hello, my name is Mr. Ashanti. What's your name?" "I'm Calvin." "Calvin, we missed you yesterday." Calvin was confused. "Yesterday? But today's the first day of school." "You are one day late, Calvin," Mr. Ashanti chuckled, "but that's okay. Let's put your supplies away and then you can find your seat." Calvin's heart sank as he walked over to his table and sat down. "No, Calvin, we don't sit on the table. Please sit in the chair." Calvin slumped in his chair and sighed. How did I miss the first day of school? He didn't want to miss out on anything else this school year. But for Calvin, that was a bit of a challenge. In October, Mr. Ashanti announced the upcoming book character parade. Calvin and his dad spent an entire day searching for the perfect costume. When Calvin returned to school, he stomped into the classroom wearing his costume and holding his favorite book. Roar! Ooh, Mr. Ashanti, look at Calvin. He's a dinosaur, Mia blurted. Before Mr. Ashanti could utter a word, the classroom was disrupted with laughter. Mr. Ashanti was amused. Calvin, our book character parade was yesterday. You are one day late. In November, Calvin and his dad stayed up all night baking pies for his class's friendship feast. When Dad pulled into the school parking lot, it was empty. Calvin felt worried. Where is everyone? Dad shrugged his shoulders and pulled out a note from Calvin's folder. You are one day late, Calvin. This note says the feast was yesterday. Everyone is on Thanksgiving break. In December, Calvin showed up wearing the ugliest sweater. What is that? Jace teased. My dad helped me make it. It's my ugly Christmas sweater, Calvin boasted. It sure is ugly. Too bad Mia already won the contest. You are one day late, Calvin. In February, everyone was excited about the upcoming Valentine's party on Thursday. Calvin was determined not to miss out on the party. He was so excited that he spent an entire day making handmade cards with his dad. When he returned to school on Friday, Mr. Ashanti shook his head. No, Calvin, you are one day late. Mr. Ashanti decided to put another reminder about the upcoming Black History program in Calvin's folder. Calvin had been assigned the role of Garrett Morgan, the inventor of the gas mask and traffic signal. When Calvin showed up, he arrived carrying the gas mask and traffic signal his dad had helped him make. Everyone looked puzzled, including his friend Pax, who asked, "Why are you dressed like that?" I'm Garrett Morgan. Sorry, whispered Pax. You missed the program. Even though Calvin was one day late, Mr. Ashanti still let him show and tell about Garrett Morgan's inventions. In April, Mr. Ashanti noticed Calvin strolling the hallway wearing bunny ears and holding a basket. Before he could enter the classroom, his teacher pulled him aside. Did I miss the egg hunt? He wondered. The egg hunt was yesterday, Calvin. He slowly took off his bunny ears. He handed them to Mr. Ashanti along with his basket and bulging backpack. I'm always one day late. Before recess, Mr. Ashanti hid the eggs on the playground. When they went out for recess, he gave Calvin back his basket and bunny ears. Let's see how many eggs you can find, buddy. Everyone cheered for Calvin as he enjoyed his very own egg hunt. In May, Mr. Ashanti sent out notes about Cinco de Mayo and Field Day. Instead of showing up on Cinco de Mayo, Calvin showed up with his homemade piñata on May 6th. He was dressed in red, white, and green with a sombrero on top of his head. Even though he was one day late, the class cheered. Yay! Let's break the piñata! They ran towards Calvin and almost knocked him over. Mr. Ashanti intervened. Everyone sit down. Every scholar walked back to their assigned seat. Everyone except Calvin. He sat on the very spot where he was standing. Mr. Ashanti stuttered, No, Calvin. Please go sit in your chair. Calvin strolled to his chair. But what do I do with this piñata? Everyone giggled, even Mr. Ashanti. During the week of Field Day, Calvin walked into the classroom wearing sunglasses, shorts, his team shirt, a hat, and with a water bottle in hand. The entire class looked at his outfit and chimed, No, Calvin, you are always one day late. Calvin began to sob. I miss out on all of the fun. Mr. Ashanti comforted him. I have an idea. He stapled a note to the outside of Calvin's folder. He encouraged him to remind his parents that graduation was next Tuesday. When Calvin got home, he gave the note to his dad. Can you guess when Calvin showed up for graduation? One day early!